What is up, guys? It's Tommy here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool player announcement video. Liverpool officially completed the second transfer of the summer, Dominic Solanke. Welcome to Liverpool. We signed the best player at the Under-20 World Cup. England won the Under-20 World Cup. Solanke scored 4 goals and he was voted as the best player who played in that tournament. And he's a very promising player, and we are getting him for about maybe 3, 4, potentially 5 million pounds. A tribunal will decide how much money Liverpool have to pay for Chelsea as compensation for the training of Dominic Solanke, because he moves as a free transfer to Liverpool, but because he's under 24 years old, Chelsea are due some compensation. So let me know, guys, what do you think he can bring for the next season? I'm really excited about him. I think his playing style and his energy, his finishing, and he has very good touches. He can play, of course, his preferred position is the number 9 spot, but I don't think he will start many games for Liverpool as a number 9 in next season. But he's certainly a young player who could really develop into an awesome player, and he can play on either wing or as an attacking midfielder as well. And actually in the England Under-20 World Cup he was playing as a kind of a false 9 behind a striker, dropping into midfield sometimes, or maybe he was playing like a number 10, and he actually scored 4 goals, and one of them was very special. So as I said, the tribunal will settle the fee for Solanke. Chelsea rather optimistically want 10 million pounds for him. I don't think they will get that much money for Solanke, but actually, you know, it could be between 3 and then 6 million pounds. He was born in Reading. Jurgen Klopp has monitored his progress and other young players as well, but he stood out for Jurgen Klopp, and this speaks volumes that instead of staying at Chelsea, who of course have more resources and more money than Liverpool, he chooses Liverpool because he believes that Liverpool is the perfect place to develop for a young player. And you could see that at Chelsea, basically the young players are dead. They just cannot get into the first team. How many times did Chelsea play a young striker instead of Diego Costa in important matches? Not very often. And he also got 2 Youth Cup victories with Chelsea, and he won the UEFA Youth League with Chelsea in 2015. So he is quite experienced in terms of winning youth trophies. I really hope that he can translate that into trophies, winning trophies at Liverpool in the next 5 years. Of course, there is a long road ahead of him, but I think under Jurgen Klopp, most of the young players develop spectacularly, and if we can maybe turn him into a really awesome striker, we save ourselves 40-50 million pounds if he turns out to be a really prolific finisher. So I'm really excited about this. And in his first interview, which was published on the Liverpool website, he said, and I quote, every time I see Liverpool, there's such a family nature, there's a lot of young players doing well at the club, so I think it will be a good place for me to develop my career. Anfield is an amazing stadium, so I can't wait to experience that. When you see it on TV, you get a bit of what the atmosphere is like, but to actually be there, I can't imagine what it's going to be like. It will be special, believe me. As a young player, you always want to see the club you are at pushing young players through. I'm quite good friends with Joe Gomez. I've known him since we were young, and obviously Ovi Ajaria and Shea Ojo, who were with us at the World Cup. I know them well, and we spoke a bit when we were away, so I'm looking forward to enjoying it with them. So this shows that, you know, the young players like Joe Gomez, Ajaria and Ojo told Solanke that you actually have a direct pathway to the first team because of Jurgen Klopp at Liverpool. At other big clubs like Chelsea, Manchester City, Man United, there is no such path for young players, promising players. And Solanke also reflected on winning the Under-20 World Cup, and here is what he had to say about it. It feels amazing, everybody's made me feel very welcome, even putting on the training top. I was over the moon, so hopefully I can put on the shirt in the near future and make some good history with Liverpool. The World Cup was a fantastic achievement out in Korea. We knew if we went out there and did well, we knew we had a good bunch of boys So to win it was amazing. We have always done well. We won the under 17 Euros and got to the final of the under 19 Euros. So we knew if we played well and were all on our game, then we had a really good chance. So this is a very promising generation of English footballers, and it's vital that clubs like Liverpool give these young players a chance, because otherwise they will never become the next you know, Robbie Fowler, or the next Michael Owen, or the next Wayne Rooney, the next Steven Gerrard, the next Frank Lampard. If big clubs don't give playing time, don't give chances to these young players, how can they develop and go to the next level? Solanke also said about the Under-20 World Cup, winning that tournament can only help my confidence, so I'm really looking forward to getting started. I didn't really play much football last season, so for me to get some minutes on the pitch and some game time was really good. Solanke's efforts in Korea saw him awarded, of course, the Golden Ball, which is the prize for the tournament's best player, and I'm actually very proud that it's a Liverpool player who won that tournament's best player. And this shows that, you know, Solanke, very promising young player. I just really hope that he gets the chance, he gets the playing time, and he also stays injury free so he can develop. And under Jurgen Klopp he has every chance of succeeding and becoming potentially a Liverpool legend. I know that's far-fetched at this moment in time, but who knows. I really like his attitude, I really like his playing style, so I think he can help Liverpool a lot. And I'm just wondering what will happen to Danny Ings, because now with Solanke we have 5 players who can play in the number 9 spot. Sturridge, Ings, Firmino, Origi and Solanke. And even though we will be in 4 competitions and Danny Ings is a little bit still not fully fit, he's like 2 or 3 weeks away from actually getting match fit, so maybe Solanke will play in pre-season and we shall wait and see. Solanke also said about the World Cup final, the Under-20 final, it was amazing. When the final whistle went in the final, I was so happy that we had won it. As I was lining up to get the team trophy, I was told that I had got the Golden Ball as well, so my mood just took off again after that, so it was a good achievement. My favorite position, he also said, would probably be the striker, the number 9, but I can play behind the striker as a number 10 or out wide, so I think I'm quite versatile. And for a young player that's vital, because if you can only play one position as a young player, it's a lot harder to get into the team than if you can play in a variety of positions. So I'm really confident that under Jurgen Klopp he can improve and become a much better player. Jurgen Klopp also said about Solanke, I'm so excited every time I've seen him, so he's always so enthusiastic and passionate, so I think that's what you need as a manager. So I'm really looking forward to working with him. As a young player, you just want to reach your full potential, so to have good players around you and a good manager to help, that will be really good. So he didn't play a lot of first team football at Chelsea, but he was on loan for a season at Vitesse in the Netherlands, and he actually got 7 goals in something like 27 games or something like that. And I watched his highlights playing for Vitesse and he looked like a really awesome player. Yes, it's the Dutch league, and I think stepping up to the Premier League will be a big you know, hurdle for Solanke to jump over. But in the League Cup and in the lesser Champions League games, he could get some playing time, or against maybe some smaller Premier League sides, or as a substitute coming on against a tired defense. I can see Solanke getting eased slowly but surely into the first team, playing some games here and there, but mainly Jurgen Klopp working with him on the training field, developing his game, getting him to understand what Jurgen Klopp wants from him, and then in the next 2 or 3 years he could gradually make a big improvement. So good luck, Dominic Solanke. I'm really happy that you signed for Liverpool, and I really wish you all the best. Hope you win many trophies, score many goals, and become potentially a great striker for Liverpool. The first preseason game will be tomorrow, so really excited to cover that for you guys. Thanks for watching. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. More career mode and transfer news videos coming later today and tomorrow, so stay tuned. See you later, guys. Goodbye.